So y'all, we back with another video, man, on Get 20, y'all. We Get 20 playing a quick game, episode 4. Let's get right into it, y'all. Sleep, boy. So we going up against the Hawks. It's Sleep, boy. Well, they gonna get black jerseys. So. Oh yeah, hey y'all, I'm not wearing my headband because I put wearing headband sometimes, so yeah. So I'm wearing my headband sometimes, not all the time. I'm wearing sometimes. I did that on quick game, so.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to our game tonight featuring the Atlanta Hawks as they go up against the Brooklyn Nets at Barclays Center. And for Brooklyn, the anticipation has been building toward this. Opening night. They get to kick off the season at home. It's a chance to see where they are now and what they need to improve upon to get to where they want to be. And you...
That's a look from earlier on as the Nets head to the locker room. They're in no mood to let this game get away from them on their home floor. And the game arrival. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Collins a power forward with Len at center. And it's Young in at the 1. And for Brooklyn, they've got Jay out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Prez, and it's Smooth in at the point guard. And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. And that one is stuffed right through.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at
with the windmill flush, boy.
The windmill finish. That is nasty. How do you do?
Oh, finishes the play with utterly no regard for his own safety.
Hey, y'all, doors breaking, y'all sleep, boy.
Pass to Hunter. Here's Herter. 11 points last game. Just 5 on the clock. Young in the corner.
Big.
Trains the three-pointer. Doris, there is nothing like opening night in the NBA. Every fan base just teeming with optimism for the upcoming season.
I think all of us are just so thrilled to have NBA basketball back. There's no losses in the losing column. Everybody's happy. Let's tip it off and go.
Guys have that little step, and these first weeks of the season are always exciting.
Oh, no doubt.
Converting the three-point play, boy. I'm getting the 3 points. The old-fashioned way, boy.
The Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish. Great length and versatility.
That was special. My goodness.
With the windmill flush, boy.
The defense of DeAndre Jordan pays dividends all over the floor. Whether it's a block, a steal, he gets the break started. This guy's such an impact defender.
Here's Young. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws. And you look at the cast-offs that have found success in Brooklyn, Doris. Like, Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam.
Get out my way, bro.
Your exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Goes up.
360, boy.
On the slam dunk.
And that's another basket.
I'm about to tip of y'all. So y'all knew the dunk team is coming back.
Knocks it
Hey,
loose.
boy, let me get that. Oh, lucky.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Young outside. from 11 feet away, and it's good. 2 points. Young's got 7 points in the game.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Oh my god, I'm supposed to go crazy. He's my takeover, bro. It's all good. Oh, it's all good.
2 points on the layup.
It's all good. Watch this.
Nets leading by 4.
Come on, 2K, bro.
And he did everything he could to make that shot
Are you kidding me, bro?
as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
The Hawks trail by 6. And Atlanta calls their first timeout of the game.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Huerter. How he performed last season. Was in at about 9 points per, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And right now for him, it's about gaining experience and continuing to develop his game.
This is a man's game, and you've got to earn your minutes in this league. This guy, his time will come eventually.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shot. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Pass to Len.
Everything is, oh yeah.
The rebound by the Nets. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer,
yeah, I wanted to call for the alley-oop.
Well, Kevin, earlier I spoke with Lloyd Pierce.
He
He said
said, boy,
the primary concern is to prevent those easy 3-point looks from outside. He said closing
yo,
out hard on
2K,
the
bro.
shooters is going to be the key.
Look at 2K.
Don't bother the shooters, he said. It's going to be a very long.
Oh yeah, they throwing lobs.
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the
Splish.
is a big concern.
I'll make it splash.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
To end the run, and that'll be 2
Set
free
the
throws
foul.
coming up. Officials on the
It's
clock.
sad too, bro. I'm about to get subbed out, bro.
They call him Red Velvet. Kevin Huerter, out of the University of Maryland, proved he can stripe it.
Never mind, how do you subbed out, bro?
And Greg Huerter, the 19th pick back in 2018. Sweet touch, and at 6'7". Good size at the shooting guard position.
And the Hawks general manager, Travis Schlenk.
Strong finish.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Here's Turner. It's
The
blocked.
cheese out of here, boy.
Pass to Smooth. Oh, that was
The hard slam, boy.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, Greg, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end, Greg. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Turner passes to
I found 58 spiders in my house.
There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6.
No.
Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Brooklyn leading by 13. And Jones over to help. Allen passes to Smooth. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight. Allen Crabbe, he's checked in for the Hawks.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Now here's Parker.
That boy.
He's been patient so far.
That's
Nothing
my
on the scoreboard
steal.
yet. Here's Smooth. You know, he jams right over Jabari Parker.
And I think that
I'm gonna
plays
take over again, y'all. So y'all knew the dunk team coming again, bro.
simply being outplayed
Bro, stop rushing, bro.
of the ball. Smart basketball defensive play.
The hard slam, boy. It's the hard slam, boy.
He goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. It's the Nets up 19. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And Kevin Durant talked about his teammates and the versatility.
I like our depth. I like that we could play. We could play.
It's clear KD is very happy.
Bro, I'm not for to be a point guard, bro.
Playing with this group of guys.
No, I'm
Why he signed.
I'm not for to be a shooting guard, bro. I'm not playing as shooting guard, bro.
the charge.
I'm not playing as shooting guard, bro.
And glad to have you with us, folks.
I think this is, boy.
Second quarter of basketball.
I'm not playing as shooting guard, bro.
Neck and
I
neck,
think
but
this is.
plenty of time left in this one. And the Nets pretty much in control here, it would seem.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
On the court right now for the Hawks. They've got Turner. Jones is out there with Jabari Parker. Then it's Rich, and it's Crabbe in at the 2 spot.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
And Jones over to help. From deep three-point range, the long distance three is buried. And that's now 37 points for Smooth.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Jones dishes to Parker. Can't connect from short range.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task. The Nets had to be so judicious and so smart with every move they made because they did not have top draft selections. So you have to use cap space to acquire picks. They had to find sleepers in the draft. They had to find players who were probably undervalued and then develop those
I found 58
players.
spiders in my house. I found 58 spiders.
At their disposal.
Here's Turner.
Yeah.
Sent back by Allen.
This guy is a sensational shot blocker. Jared Allen twice on the pipes.
Hunter's checked in for Jabari Parker.
Yeah.
Clock is at 3.
Yeah.
That one doesn't drop. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. And Doris, the Nets showed they could manufacture a rebuild.
Kevin, what the Nets did was not easy. But to me, it shows you exactly how critical quality front office personnel is to the success of an organization. And the Nets were on point throughout the process.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
For Atlanta, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Bembry. The pass to Jones. Down low. The shot by Turner, no good.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Shot's good by Durant.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Atlanta calls timeout. If you were coaching, Doris, and you could run your offense through any center in the game, and let's take guys that are playing right now because we can go back in history and the names are endless. But who would you run your offense through at that position?
Probably a guy that the casual NBA fan is not as knowledgeable about as they should be, Kevin, and that's Nikola Jokic. And this is a young, early 20-year-old who may be the best passer out of the post position that we've seen in a generation. Jokic is a guy who can handle the ball from three-point territory. He can take it
No.
off the window and initiate your offense. They run him like a point center, and it's appropriate because he's unselfish and gifted as a passer.
Gifted, great word to use, you're right. And James gets it to go.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Another steal. Here's the break, all alone. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Young with no one around. Misses the three. Nets have gone a superb 7 of 7 from the field here in the second. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure.
No.
He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. The fourth spot held by Trae Young.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too. No wasted trips.
If I took over again, y'all, so y'all knew the dunk team is coming again, bro.
The Nets making a
I
switch
found
here.
58 spiders in my house. I found 58 spiders.
It's Young on the wing. Launches a three. Again, Young missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
2 minutes.
Bembry kicks to left. To the inside, Young.
Get the cheese out of here, boy.
Looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Atlanta making a switch here. Herter's checked in. Just 5 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Young, a good look. Count it. Number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
And this is why Young is so dangerous. He just gets that shot off so fast before the defense can react.
Bro, what? Look at
Jordan, the pass to Smooth.
my God, look at 2K, bro.
James, here's Smooth.
Splash.
Good, he hits it again.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show.
Well, DeAndre Jordan remains one of the best rebounders in the NBA. His ability to dominate the glass and get you extra possessions, just a thing of beauty.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Herter passes to Young. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, you just had the fouls. Oh, you, Jay.
And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Thursday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Saturday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets. The Hawks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Just a bright, young offensive talent. Young isn't shy about forcing the action. Takes a lot of trips to the line.
Markers checked in for Atlanta. Reddish comes
I'm
in
shooting
for
88%,
Boy, he's been
bro.
unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Found 58 spiders. He
off
trash.
the back of the rim.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jump. That is just a careless turnover. You got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Kevin
Well, that-
Durant's checked
yo,
in for the Nets.
never mind.
Kyrie Irving comes
Oh,
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Jay's checked in for Brooklyn. Smooth comes in for Irving. Brooklyn's
Oh,
gone
God,
3
bro.
from three-point land here tonight. And Brooklyn turns it over again.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
What's wrong with you,
We've got
DeAndre
28
Jordan?
seconds left to play here in the half.
Hey, boy.
Knocked away.
I found 58
Here's Parker.
spiders.
It's rebounded by Prez.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially
It's a
against
default game.
defense. Well, the pass to set up that bucket was terrific. Fired it right up the court. Didn't
Where
allow
think
the
you're going, boy?
defense to
Stop
react
rushing,
in
bro.
time. Nice.
Here's Smooth. Oh,
Goodness.
and he dunks it down.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Nets out in front, opening up a huge gap. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what do you think?
How good are these guys on the fast break? They're pushing the ball, finding the open man, finishing strong. They're at a breakneck pace, and if they can maintain this level of intensity in the second half, blowout city.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
Ernie, I don't use this word a lot because, one, I can't spell it, but it was definitely a subpar effort for them on the glass. That hurt. They're serious about cutting into this deficit. It's gut check time. You hear that, Ernie? I'm getting my gut. You got to check your gut,
We're
Ernie.
shooting 88% as a team, bro.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Smooth.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite
Mid,
on
oh my
offense.
god, this
Boy, he
dude,
has been
mid.
shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled,
I missed
talented,
3
and thus far,
shots.
unstoppable.
DeAndre Jordan is out there with Jay. Then there's
He
Smooth.
dunked on boy.
Then there's Craig. And it's James in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Pass to Herter. Back to Young. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And although he's smaller, Young willing to battle inside and shows you he can score through contact.
So far tonight, he's gone 4 of 6 at the line.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
You know, Doris, I know your style of play at Providence was one of aggressiveness, a lot of instinct, a lot of smarts, great skill. But I think you also have an appreciation for the players that are
RB.
What I love, Kevin, are guys who can influence the game without having incredible offensive skill. So a guy like Patrick Beverly, so a little bit undersized, but would you like to have that guy pick you up at 94 feet, be in your grill and in your face like he gives no quarter, he gives no
Converting the 3-point play, boy. I'm getting the 3 points. The old fashioned way, boy.
That would be a torture chamber. I agree with you. Len with it. Back to Young.
No, I should never jump.
And he banks in the lane.
Oh my man.
Young's got 6 in the quarter.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break. You know, I love how he absorbed the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for Prez. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Crab's checked in. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Outside Collins. Crab dishes to Young. A rebound by the Nets.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. Wow, Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
I found 58 spiders in my house.
Third quarter now.
Man.
Count it.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Hawks have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Passes it to Len. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta.
No.
Again, Young missing.
He started out strong. 3 threes in the first half, but the long ball has disappeared on him since.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Hawks said they were going to be patient when they rebuilt their team, and they were going to do it in the draft, and they've stuck to that script. Now, Trae Young is probably the biggest name, but Atlanta's added a lot of great young talent the last
again.
He is simply
I'll make the splash
here tonight. Nobody can stop him right now.
GA, the points keep coming, and he's climbing up that scoring ladder. Third on the list, well in sight.
And Wilt
If I
Chamberlain
take over
holds
again, y'all
both
see
the
y'all
first
need
and
to do
third
team.
place
It's
scoring
gonna be
marks.
good.
First, of course, for 100 points, and third place all time with 78. Anytime Wilt's name comes up, you are making history. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Grab the pass to Collins. Kicks it to Len. It's Young on the wing. 3 on the clock.
No.
Jordan.
That's my rebound, boy.
Jordan's got rebound number 8 here tonight.
Oh, never mind. I thought that was my rebound.
Here's Smooth.
Splash.
And another one falls.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now third all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages.
He surpassed Wilt Chamberlain's less famous scoring mark from 1961, and Kobe Bryant now in his sights.
Shots good from Young.
An effective multi-dimensional scorer. Young is incredible at turning on the Jets when he's feeling.
And Young comes over to help. Offensive rebound. Jay right through the knee for the layup.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Nabbing another steal.
He's making history.
Another bucket. Wow.
The good times keep rolling. Now tied for second all-time in scoring for a game.
Well, you know, the way he's been able to maintain his focus on offense all game, GA, the defense throws everything at him, but he still is scoring.
And to think when the night started that we'd see someone match Kobe's 81, his performance has been nothing short.
Yet another bucket.
And he is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record books.
That score moving him clearly into second place for most points in a game.
To think that he has eclipsed Kobe's mark of 81 and now has his sights set on 100, this is a game you'll be talking about for decades.
And Young with the basket on the assist by Hunter. 33 points for Trae Young.
God, man.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game. And how about the footwork? Check out those moves in the post and then the sweet finish to go along with it.
And another steal for him.
He's been a defensive terror all night long.
I've never seen anything like it. And he's actually tied the record for the most steals in a game.
And now he sits alongside Kendall Gill and Larry Keenan. 11 steals remaining the all-time benchmark for defensive thievery.
Fires
Get the Chiefs out of here, boy.
Out of bounds. Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
Bro, Kyrie Irving, put something in for me, bro. I'm gonna punch your face. I'm not playing with you.
16 seconds left to play in the third. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Pass to Reddish. 6 on the shot clock.
No.
Atlanta again missing. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. Back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Evan Turner is out there with Bembry. Then it's Jabari Parker. Then it's Jones. And it's Reddish in at the 3 side. Here's Prez. And finish off by Prez.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
Now Turner. And so they foul intentionally. People look at that general manager position with the team. I think it grows with some organization, maybe shrinks in importance with others. But by and large, it is more stable than coaching, isn't it? That position of being a GM.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, if you were to ask coaches, one of the things I've heard sort of thrown out there as an idea is when you list the head coach's record, why not list the GM's record as well? Because the reality is success in the NBA is contingent on so many things. What's your ownership like? What kind of front office personnel? Have they made great decisions? Do you have the best possible coaching comparative to the talent on your roster? So much contributes to winning, Kevin.
Parker passes to Turner. And the rejection by James. And they get it back. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A second chance effort.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message.
Brooklyn's gone 6 of 8 on 3-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Good D by Parker.
Oh, bro.
And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. And Reddish with the slam.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition
It's a
opportunities
default dude.
And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
Hawks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And it's Turner off the drive. Can't hit that one.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Nice move. He stepped back and cast it up.
In the mid-range. Rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
I found 58 spiders in my house.
2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And he makes good on the layup.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Smooth passes to Jay. Here's Smooth. Offensive rebound.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Knocked loose. He swipes the ball away again.
He's stolen his way into the record book.
I'm about to take over again, yo. So y'all need to go to is come
And he has
again, bro.
snapped the long-standing mark held by Kendall Gill and Larry Keenan. Unbelievable to see that record broken. And the stop and play, guys, giving the home crowd a chance to just cheer on his incredible play.
And Greg, he's earned it. You don't get all those steals without expending a huge amount of energy.
Boy, the anticipation and spring he's showing to get these steals is unreal.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Wilson Chandler's checked in for James. Harris comes in for James. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Prez.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Come on,
Boy, that's a
cool.
play you
2K,
just
bro.
practice time and time again. And
I'm trying to go crazy with my takeover, but I can't because I was trash.
The pass to Fernando.
Trash. You.
That shot off the mark. The Nets go the other way with it. Here's Smooth, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Of course, it seems like Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, is one of the most well-liked commissioners in all of sports worldwide. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think he was amongst the most important members of the staff of his predecessor, David Stern, who obviously oversaw the greatest growth in NBA history. The NBA became a global game. But Adam Silver didn't skip a beat. He is a great listener, a great communicator, and I've said this about the NBA for a very long time. It is a league that is in constant self-evaluation process. It is always looking for ways to improve the league, whether that means organizationally or with the play between the lines, and that's all you can ask for, Kevin.
Turner passes to Carter. Here's Fernando. Crab. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Here's Smooth. And got it! Another basket.
Can you believe it? He's done the unthinkable and tied the record for most points in a game.
Nobody can deny that this is one of the greatest individual efforts, GA, we've seen, not just in basketball, but I dare say in any sport. Complete scoring dominance.
And people have talked about records that could never be matched. Wilt's 100 was at the top of those lists. But the unbelievable has happened here tonight as he has tied that unbreakable record.
And good! There's another.
I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. A new single-game scoring record.
Oh, history being made as we speak. Unbelievable.
Yeah, boy.
And he has now passed Wilt Chamberlain's legendary mark of 100 points, one that stood for over a half a century, unimaginable. Great to hear the crowd showing their appreciation. We are witnessing something truly remarkable.
Well, a scoring game, GA, that ranks with the all-time greats. He's just been going off.
Boy, beyond prolific tonight. The ability to get his shot and convert at this rate, wow, unprecedented.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jay's checked in for Chandler. James comes in for Joe Harris. And Prez is subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie. There's 1:26 left to play in the final quarter. Good. Turner's got 10 points here in the second half.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Smooth.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Now here's Cram. Defense is right there. It's stolen by Prez. Here's Smooth. Another one goes. Incredible. He's been ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense boy. He just can't miss.
With the reverse windmill, bro. I'm too
There's
good,
39
bro.
seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Here's Carter.
This
and
Carter
on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Carter, just a freak of nature, one of the best dunkers the game has ever seen, a top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
Here's Smooth, and it's blocked.
Yo, 2K, I see all the cheats.
With it, he's picked up by Jordan.
Like, I really see all the cheat. Wait. How did he catch? Yo, 2K.
Hawks working the ball.
Trash, bro, you know what I'm saying? Bro, just shoot it.
The pass to Turner. And a misplaced.
Trash.
Here's Smooth. From deep.
Splish. At the buzzer, boy. Yeah, 31 dunks. I didn't miss a 3-pointer. I was 7 for 7 for 3-point. Junior Pitts had 7 points. I mean, Junior James had 7 points. Okay, he didn't miss a shot. He was 3 for 3. 1 for 1 for 3-point. Okay.
Very little time remaining, and the fans.
3 for 3 from the field for Junior James.
Celebrate, no doubt, GA. They know
And
it's
1 for 1 for
theirs to lose
3-point
at
for
this
Junior
point.
James.
So it's Brooklyn easily
126
this one.
to 58 is the final score, yo.
Exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciate
If
it.
y'all
And we
like
saw at times
this video, man,
stretches
like
of
and subscribe to the chamber.
potency
Turn that
from an
post
offensive
notification
standpoint
bell
as
so
well.
you
They
never miss
were
upload.
pretty much
And go follow me on PS4, yo.
It's time now to go
Antonio
courtside as we
every
send you over to David
2593.
Aldridge from the
And subscribe to my
sideline.
second
David, take it
channel,
away.
Antonio Pitts. Peace, y'all. Love y'all.
Thank you,
I'll
Kevin.
see you guys in my
DeAndre, what
next
do you
video,
think
bro.
this
It's
team's
good, yo.
identity is this season?
You know, we just have so many guys that can score. It's going to be somebody's night every night, like I keep saying. But we're also, our half-court offense is getting a lot better.
The ball is moving around, DeAndre. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in.
The Chiefs, Aldridge,
So long,
boy.
everyone.
Digital dash, flashback, digital dash, flashback, digital dash, flashback, digital dash. 9 times out of 10, he gon'
Alright, peace, y'all. I will see y'all in my next video, bro. It's lit, y'all. Peace, I'm out. I will see y'all in my next video, y'all. It's lit, boy.
traumatized, freedom, jeopardy.